You'll pardon me, I'm in a plush hotel lobby. Never mind what for. And I just got in my mind something that I thought it'd be good to impart. I saw Justine Bateman on her Instagram. She did this hashtag, and the hashtag was her holding her child. I think it's her daughter. Um, and the hashtag is I love my kids. Um, and it was very moving. It was very powerful. Um, you know, in a normal age, that kind of sentiment would just be kind of like you just shrug and say, "Oh well, that's nice." Maybe it's kind of a little, I don't know, cheesy or something. I mean, it's good that you love your kids and all, but I don't care. And that might be one's attitude. I mean, when loving your kids is just sort of a normal thing to do. But we seem to be living in a time where, for a lot of people, and it seems most alarmingly vocally for a lot of women uh, who are mothers, they seem to be wanting to relate to motherhood as trauma, motherhood as torture, um, you know, and I'm not exempting fathers from this either. It's just right now, it's not fathers who are going around uh, protecting and running cover for a father who strangled his three young children. It's mothers who are doing that for a mother who committed that crime, which is why the spotlight is more on mothers, and why I think it's more important for good mothers who do not stand with this trend, to find some way to stand up and make themselves known. We need to have just an assault of wholesomeness like this, like what Justine Bateman has just chosen to do. Something like that needs to happen. And I'm not the person to make it happen. I'm not the person to encourage that to happen, obviously. But I would just like to say I'd like to see it happen. Because I think the I voiced my thoughts on the Lindsay Clancy people, the Lindsay Clancy, disciples, um, those having this love fest for Lindsay Clancy, who are primarily women, and posing with their kids saying same Lindsay. Very disturbing to be holding your child and saying same. I agree. I totally know where you're coming from, girl. While you're holding your little child, do you uh, do you know? Do you understand? Do you not get how absolutely poisonous that is, and why people would look at that and think to themselves, that child might be in danger? If you don't understand that, um, you're either really dense, or what I suspect is that you're being willfully obtuse. But there's, of course, no self-examination among these kinds of people. They think they're right. They think they're right about everything, and they're self-justified. They're self-righteous. They're sanctimonious. They stand up for evil and think they're being good. Um, but if there could be just a blizzard of wholesomeness, you don't have to be a trad wife. You don't have to fit some ideal of what traditional motherhood is supposed to be. You could just show that for you, being a mother is a blessing. Being a mother is something that you're happy to be. And I'm a father. My kids are older, But I can say I'm very, very happy to be a father. You know, the kid, my two kids, who are both in their 20s now, are a blessing to me. And I think I think their mother would say that. I know their mother would say that too. So, you know, and another thing that I think would be good is if we could normalize making the names of those poor children more famous than the name of Lindsay Clancy. If we could take those three children's names, and I don't know them off the top of my head, but it would be nice if those, you know, if we could have that say their name thing that the BLM types were doing a few years ago. We could do something similar to that. If, when I say we, I'm not meaning to be partisan here, because I think this calls for something that I hope transcends partisanship. I hope being in favor of not murdering your kids isn't a partisan issue. But it would be great if we could see something like that. You know, if we could see people standing up in whatever way they want to, and in a positive way. You know, not in a way that's putting down or making fun of or mocking the Lindsay Clancy disciples, which, you know, I've done, of course. But if there can just be people standing up, especially women, especially mothers, standing up and countering all of this with wholesomeness, wholesome signals about motherhood, wholesome signals about the beauty of children, the wonderfulness of motherhood and of parenthood in general. You know, again, you don't have to be traditional. You don't even have to be consider yourself conservative to do this. You just have to be pro-motherhood and pro-children. Doesn't seem like it's asking a whole lot, but I don't know. This is 2026. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What do y'all think?